way the inmate said, when he got to his name, he said, yeah. That officer ran up to that boy, and he caught him up under his throat, and he flipped him right there in front of all of us. He took a stick and hit him in the side of his face right there in front of all of us. You understand? To get a point across to let us know we run this. You don't run nothing. We run this. I don't care how bad you is, how many guns you tote, who you done shot, who you done murdered. When you hit them fences, boy, it's 1,000 of them in there just like you. It's 1,000. I meet so many brothers out here on these streets that think they're gangsters. They think they bad. Man, I take them down there to St. Clair, Holman. Boy, trust me, they ain't bad. But man, when I got up in there and I ran across these guys that was in there with natural life and were never gonna get out. And imagine you sitting here with 5 years, 20. In my case, I had 20. I'm getting out in a couple of years. But I'm sitting in a room with a whole group of men that ain't never getting out. They gonna die now. Okay, how you think they gonna look at me?
They have the same result they have.
Thank you. So what's gonna happen? If I don't watch and stay on my P's and Q's, these dudes gonna keep me in here. They're gonna put me in a situation of being here with them or either kill. That's a jealousy thing. The crack game, the weed game, the stealing, the thieving, the whole nine. I got everything from drug cases, theft cases, armed robbery cases, assault cases, you name it, I pretty much had it. But in 1990, December the 17th, I took a sawed-off shotgun. I went to a store in Tuscaloosa, not a few miles from here, and I walked in there and I robbed that store with that sawed-off. Not knowing that in 40 seconds is what it took me to go in and out of that store, which cost me 20 years of my life. I worked in the HIV ward at Limestone. I worked in the HIV ward for about 2 years. Now out of the 2 years, now the reason I want to hit home with this, because I left about 300 young black men up there between 23 and 30 with HIV, all over the state of Alabama. You don't think they're out there, but they are. It's out here. Most of them got it from girls having unprotected sex. And I talked to a lot of these brothers, and part of my job was putting these guys in body bags. A lot of y'all been misled by what goes on in prison. You see things on TV, you hear things on movies, and I have so many young black men that go to prison, and I'm around every day, and they come out and they see young guys like y'all, and they glamorize prison. They make it seem like it's cool that you can make it, it ain't nothing I did. They don't tell you about them sitting at home crying on the phone to their mother because they can't get a $20 money, or they don't tell those stories. They don't tell about when a grandmother or a grandfather died that you can't go to a funeral. See, they don't tell you all these things. You know what I'm saying? When you getting phone, your buddy's getting phone calls, this person getting a phone call, and you can't even call home. They don't tell you about these things. That's what I'm here for. It's a bigger picture than just being locked up. You know what I'm saying? But if you think you're gonna go to prison and lay down like you be seeing on TV, I'm so glad you brought that up. Because it's true. You see all these guys in prison, man, you work from the time you get up, the time you lay down, they're gonna sign you a job and you're gonna do that job. And if you don't do that job, they're gonna put you in the hole. So I got 4 felonies. Okay? I done made my own way, but it's been hard. You know what I'm saying? I can't get a job at TVA. I can't get a job for the government. I can't get a job for the state. Man, most of these local jobs won't even hire me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got these felonies. And see, this is what y'all got to understand. I tell my son the same thing. Whether you shoplifting, and you can be with a friend and get into something simple. Once they get that felony out of you, that's the beginning of the end of your life. And I'm going to say this. When you're doing things, if you get ready to make a mistake or commit a crime before you commit it, if you have a mother or a father, I want you to ask yourself, what would my mother think or what my father think about what I'm doing right now? Because when I went to prison, the person I hurt the most more than anybody was my mother. When my mother come to Drake, first time I ever seen my father cry in my entire life. My dad's 65, 67 years old.
Just real quick,
yeah.
how much time do a lookout man get versus the people doing the inside the building?
What do you mean?
Like say if somebody get caught and all three of them get caught and one just say, I'm just a lookout man.
Oh, he riding with the rest of them. Guilty by association. That's what they call it. Me and you, us three can be riding now. I go rob a store. Okay? Y'all sit in the car. Y'all gonna be charged with second-degree armed robbery right along with me. Whether you picked up a gun, whether you went in the store. And you're gonna be looking at 10 to 15 years right along with me. This is what a lot of people can be guilty by associating, by dealing or being with a person at the wrong time, the wrong place. And that's what happened with a lot of youngsters. You know, they get caught up, hanging with the wrong crowd, peer pressure gets a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hanging with the ones that want to be tough, want to be hard. But man, you take most of these guys out here that you think are hard and tough, and you put them in a hard and tough environment, man, you'll see them change real quick. It's easy being hard out here on the streets. You know what I'm saying? When you get in an environment where you're dealing with nothing but knuckleheads, and it's hard, then you really see that person what he really is. So don't let none of these guys out here on these streets that's supposed to be gangsters, G's, Crips, Bloods, one choice, the choice that I made when I went in that store, cost me 20 years. And here I am, I'm 43 years old, and guess what? I get off parole next year. 20 years, okay?
And it took you 40 seconds.
40 seconds. 40 seconds. 40 seconds. I'm 23 when I did it. And I'm 40, I'll be 43 my birthday. So